Well, hello there and welcome back to the HUL-IZR Fan Central YouTube channel, where today I do have my prediction for tomorrow's away fixture at Reading versus Hull City. Now, this will be a somewhat of a big game with the future of the season in mind. 2 points separate the sides in the table. We're on the better of those 2 points, 2 points above Reading. Obviously, we'd lose when we played Reading at the MKM earlier on in the season, a 2-1 loss in that scenario, with that being Liam Rosenior's first home game in charge. Jacob Greaves picking up the only goal for Hull City and also subsequently the man of the match in that performance. 2-1 loss there. Can we switch it around and make it a Hull City win in this scenario? Obviously, we do have a better record against Reading in recent time. I think we've won 7, drawn 6 and lost 2 out of the past 15 or so. So it is a very tight thing for us to lose. And more of a scenario where we should be winning these games, especially against a Reading side. 2 points above we are. So I'll go over my Hull City lineup first of all, and then break down a little bit more of information and also my Hull City score. Okie dokie. So I do think Carl Darlow will get the nod yet again in net. It doesn't look like Matt Ingram is fit enough right now. And also Carl Darlow is just a magician. To put it bluntly, he's just a magician. So, yes, Carl Darlow in net. I do think it will be an unchanged back four from the side against Burnley. Obviously, we did lose 3-1, but there was a positive outlook on the defence. Again, with that centre-back partnership of Alfie Jones and Sean McLaughlin not letting us down. It looks like Louis Coyle will be back fit for this game. Andy Dawson said in the press conference today that they're going to assess him today and see if he is fit enough, but it apparently wasn't too much of a major injury to be a concern, and I don't really want to put somebody who is not experienced in the right back position in right back, like trying Jacob Greaves at right back, as we have seen him at left back this season. Obviously, Callum Elder being the only other piece of that puzzle in defence. Moving a bit further up the field, I do think Jean-Michel Seri will retain his spot, and I think that Xavier Simons, the permanent signing, will return to the starting lineup. I think that is the central defensive partnership that will be the strongest minded for us. Obviously, with the options on the bench like Greg Doherty to come in and make that more of a switch up and give it a fresh legs in that central defensive role. A bit further up the field now, I do think that we will have a front four with 2 dropping behind. I think Oscar Estupiñán will start. I think that Aliar Saib-Manesh will be partnered alongside him, along with Regan Slater and Malcolm Eboué. So I think that Adama Traore will be dropped for this game just as a fitness scenario. Obviously, that was his first game, or first or second game starting this season, and before that he has not played a game of football in just over a year. So it will be a fitness scenario. He'll most likely be on the bench and introduced if necessary. So that's my front four: Regan Slater, Malcolm Eboué, who had a fantastic game against Burnley. He picked up, I think he picked up the man of the match despite the 3-0 loss and despite not even grabbing the goal. It was a fantastic change in performance from him after having some negative performances as of late. And then Oscar Estupiñán and Aliar Saib-Manesh up top, which I'm interested to see how they partner up in that more of a central role. Obviously, we know Saib-Manesh likes to cut down the wing, and Oscar likes to play as that more out-and-out striker. But it should be somewhat of a similar scenario where we had Aaron Connolly, because Aliar Saib-Manesh has got some of the similar fundamentals as Aaron Connolly. So I think that would make as a interesting striking partnership. Let me know down in the comments what your predicted lineup is, who you think will be in part of that, if there's any changes to my one. Because there's a few contention players now. We've got a few players back from injury. Obviously, we do still have a long list of injuries, and so does Reading. We've both got similar length lists of injuries. So it will be an interesting match nonetheless. So as I mentioned, we lost 2-1 at the MKM. I don't think this time it will be turned around. Liam Rosini has learnt a lot, especially from that Burnley loss. And I think that it will be an emphatic 2-0 victory to the Quayside in Yorkshire. So I think that it'll be a 2-0 win for Hull City. Goals coming from Estupinian and Said Manesh. Wow. So I think that we will actually keep a clean sheet through the powers of Carl Darlow yet again. Obviously, Tom Ince being the only real threat. Ince being the only threat, really, for Reading. 9 goals this season, I think he's on. Estupinian's on 13. Obviously, picking up his most recent one in that Coventry City away game. Scores here, 2 away games on the bounce. He's picking up the goals. So I do think Estupinian and Said Manesh will be scoring in this game. Let me know down in the comments who you think will score, what you think the score prediction is. As we come into this game, hopes lingering on picking up a result better than the one we picked up midweek. So stay tuned on the YouTube channel. I will have my reaction out after the game tomorrow, and it will be, hopefully, a good game. So I'll see you over there. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of this Hull City news and content. And I will see you in the next one. Oscar Estupinian. Oscar Estupinian. He's good.